Sure.
All right, everybody. So we're here today with Jennifer Baxley from Severian. She's going to give you some updates on the portal. It's a lot of exciting stuff. We are recording this for the replay, so we'll have time for Q&A at the end. But right now, please welcome Jennifer Baxley with Severian.
Hey, guys. So I'll start. We're going to show you a couple of new reports that have been requested over the past few months. We're also going to show you the new ordering system and how to use it. Hopefully it will make everybody's lives a lot easier, and how to actually use the orders with a couple of existing reports that you already have access to. So I'm going to start with when you log in, and we have updated the new live site with all of this information. Right now it is us in the test mode. We're going to be moving it either the end of this week or beginning of next week. Want to make sure that everything gets out there correctly. You'll see a notice. We have added notices for the directors, for actually all users, but this will only go out to the directors, and we'll tell you when these updates are available so that you can see all of the updates as they show up in the different menu options. As well, do know that we are updating all of the help files. So there will be written help on all of these, and there will also be YouTube videos that you can link to. Again, you're always welcome to call us with questions or email us. But do know that we've tried to put a good library of YouTube videos out there. We've cut them kind of up into smaller increments so that, you know, you can take breaks in between. They're kind of functional based. So with that being said, you can see the update here. And as a director, you can just close that down. So that will show up for a specific time period. We'll probably put it out there for a week. So every time you log in, you'll need to just kind of click that and shut it down. Sorry, I'm admitting somebody. And then you can, that will expire after about a week, just to let everybody know that that's out there. Up here is your help. Don't forget that little help button up there is usually based on the screen that you're on. If you wanted to see all of our help files, they're right here. You can also get to our YouTube channel, and right here the help files will show in categories. I will show you on each one of the questions if there is a corresponding video and provide the link directly to that video. So we have two new reports. I'll start with student demographics. So in student demographics, we've had a request for this. You can see the student's name, their age, the birth date if it existed, their gender if it exists, the enrollment date, and then we have a few other little modals here. You can easily get to the telephone number. You can easily get to the address. And then if they have parents, you'll see that little symbol and it'll tell you who the parents are. And if they are a parent with a child, you'll see the student's name there. And this you can export to Excel or you can export it to PDF. So this will give you all of your students and their demographics. This is kind of growing. So it's not necessarily static. You know, we keep updating things as multiple directors request things. So if you see anything that you'd like to discuss after the presentation, or you would like to just email us, we're definitely open to that. But this is a new report coming out that people requested, so you can easily just see all the students in alphabetical order by last name instead of having to go and kind of span through everything. Then you can also still go to the student's profile under users. And remember, on the home page, you can always search for a specific student, parent, or teacher, and it will take you directly to their profile. The next report that has been requested are students' tests. So there's two different ways to use this. So if you want to look at students' completed tests, this is all the tests in order that a student has taken by instrument. This particular report will show you, if you directors know whether or not this happened, if a student jumps from one instrument piano to another instrument and wanted to maintain their place on the ladder. So I know that that happens a lot. So here's where you would see that, where they kind of jumped from one instrument to another. Now, if somebody's taking two different instruments, then with the two different instruments, Timmy Carter is taking both piano and guitar, you would see all of those as well. So in this report, it's not going to be completely evident if they swapped over and didn't just start taking another one, unless they have multiple instruments for multiple tests for each instrument. But you directors are pretty knowledgeable about who's kind of moving around. So then that takes us to the next flavor of this particular completed test. Now you want to see the most recently completed test. This will show you that most recently completed test. Now we do this again by instrument, by level. So this right here, Heather went from piano to voice, but it's going to show them both because there are people who take multiple instruments. So again, this is going to show the last time she took a piano test and then the last time she took a voice test. So that would be, then also if you went down to Timmy Carter, you would see his guitar and his piano. So this is just one of those kind of at a glance things that's going to be helpful for you to maybe see where somebody is, if you want to kind of report on where they are, if you think that they should be ahead differently. However, we do have another report that's going to be helpful with the ordering system. So this was asked for. This can be used in conjunction with one other report. And I'm going to show you the report. And then what we're going to do is we're going to then talk about how to use that report with the new ordering system. And then I'm going to let Tiana explain the three different major functions of the ordering system. So projected tests. This is what's going to be really helpful for you in ordering all of the stuff that you need to order for the next month or for this month, or even if you want to get 2 months ahead. So this shows the projected tests for June of 2020, all teachers. You can go one teacher at a time. You can go all teachers. You can go back a month. You can see what was projected for last month. And then you can also go months in advance. And as a person takes a test, then they will roll off of that particular month, and their projected test would move to the next level that they're supposed to be on. So if we're here in July 2020, this is going to show you everybody that has a test this month, somewhere in the month. We don't give a specific day. We let y'all pick that yourselves. So you could look at that last test they took, if it was 6/20 or 5/20. If you want to keep it kind of in the same month, you can. And then when you want to schedule a test, you can either do it from here, or if you were going to be on the user profile, you can do it from there as well. So there's multiple places where you can actually schedule the test. Once it is scheduled for that level, it's going to show up there with that date. So let's look at that previous month. We can see that the teachers or the directors have already scheduled them all projected for this particular month. So this is the report that you would want to use the most to help you with ordering. The last scheduled test would help you with maybe scheduling in the correct week if you want to keep it kind of exact to 3 months or 6 months. You can also always go to their profile, and you can see all of their tests there in the order of the levels that they have accomplished, and you can always create tests from that area as well. So any questions so far? The export to PDF, that's going to give you kind of that color-coded PDF that was really kind of cool. It'll show you all of the different levels and the colors. You can see in the level, we're telling you whether or not you actually need to order a trophy along with the band. And then you can also export all of this to Excel. For each person individually, you can print off the Word certificate or the PDF, and it corresponds exactly to the correct level.
So hi guys, it's Tiana. I'm gonna jump in really fast. We got a quick question. So we have a question about what this exclamation point meant for June 2020. And any exclamation that you guys ever come across in the system that's actually serving as a notice for you as a director. So if you actually just hover over it, it will actually tell you what happened. And basically what's going on here is that the teacher who was assigned to this test, Patricia Colby, is no longer the teacher of Timmy Carter. So this is actually letting you know that as a director, you need to delete and recreate the student's test. Otherwise, the new teacher will not be able to assign a test. So this is actually for you guys to kind of keep track in case you have a teacher leave or a teacher switches instruments or something like that, or a student just switches teachers. We have that happen every once in a while. This is letting you know as a director that that student's test does need to be recreated under the correct teacher.
I will say here too, this is probably legacy data.
Mm-hmm.
What we have done when we realized that this was happening from the old system into the new system is that now when a teacher is reassigned on a user's profile, we update an open test if it exists. And then we also have a bulk reassignment that is on another report, that when you want to reassign all of Patricia's students to another teacher, if there are open tests, we update them at the same time. So these exclamation points in the next 3 to 4 months will go away in this particular report. So this is what happened when people were able to create different items and reassign. And we heard back from all of you great directors and tightened up some of the things to go ahead and move those tests forward so they weren't stuck with the old teacher, so that you wouldn't have to do that. This again, like I said, this is a legacy test from probably a few months ago.
Good question.
Yeah, thanks. Any other questions before we move into?
Oh no, Zoom issues.
Orders. Okay, cool. I will let Tiana show you the new ordering functionality. What this is going to enable us to do, it's going to be hopefully a lot easier. You'll be able to correspond directly with Jennifer Gettings back and forth, talking to her. And once you submit an order, she'll be able to help you with it. There'll be history now. You'll be able to look these up, and we'll be able to build some reports off of those for you later on when we collect some of this data, so that you can kind of see where you are and what you've been doing. So I'm going to let Tiana show you the whole functionality now.
All right. Okay, guys. So to jump right in, let's get someone. All right. So to jump right into orders, most of you who have been utilizing the portal would recognize the order drop down here. But when you actually clicked on it, it would take you to a little information page, of course, saying that orders was undergoing some new updates. So we are very, very excited to show you guys this. So to start a brand new order for your school, what you'd want to do is, of course, choose the first option, which is order items. From here is where you can, of course, choose the items to add to your cart to start your order. You'll also, of course, have the option to go ahead and view your cart immediately, and it will show you how many items are currently existing in your cart as well. So since we have nothing, it's, of course, going to show 0. And order history, we will get to that in just a few minutes. So to start an order, what you'll want to do is you'll want to select the type of item that you're wanting to order, whether it be a wristband, a trophy, or a trophy nameplate. We do have some schools that either have leftover trophies that they weren't able to use, maybe a student left. You can actually order replacement nameplates and adhere those to already existing trophies, or if you order blank trophies, you can order nameplates at a later date. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll jump in straight to the trophies first. So once you actually do choose your type of item, you'll actually be able to select from any of the items that we offer. So of course, all the different trophies, Songbird, Rockstar, etc. We can go ahead and choose one of those items. And once an item has been chosen, you'll then of course be shown a small description of the item's name, what the price per item estimated is, and of course a cute little image. For trophies and for nameplates, we do request that if you want the student's name engraved, that you do enter it in the student names area. Okay, so if we were going to order, say, 2 or 3 trophies, and you want to put in 3 students' names, you would just put in their name, their first and last name, not just their name. You'd want to put in their name here, so that that, of course, will be displayed on your actual order. If you have any reason to order just one student's name, you can also put in the item notes, which these will, of course, just be notes regarding this specific item, that you may want to order just 2 blank trophies. Ooh, if I can spell trophies correctly. Okay, so we'll have from here, what this will tell us is that you're ordering 3 trophies, 1 with the student's name engraved and 2 blank ones. And when you click add to cart, you're of course going to see that we've added 3 Songbird trophies to the cart, and we can continue to order. Okay, so I'm going to show you what a wristband would look like. So if we went in and we wanted to order some apprentice wristbands, let's go with the black-red wristbands. You're of course again going to see the item name, the image, and a slight description that needs to be updated. And then of course your quantity, which is a la carte. So you can add as many as you would like or as few as you would like. So nice round number of 300. You can again add item notes for wristbands. I'm not sure if you guys want to add notes to that, but you can. And of course then again add to cart. So as you can see here on our button as well for our cart, our number is going up. So that's actually letting us know that currently in our cart, 2 items are sitting there. What's really great about the order system too is that you can actually start an order whenever and continue to add items for as long as you would like. And the items are going to sit there until the order is actually submitted. So you can start an order in the middle of the month and then wait a week before you order it. And then you can submit that order. So let's go ahead and move on to the next area, which is going to be your order cart. So this is where you're going to be able to review, make changes to quantity or notes, or even add items if you would like. So as you can see, we've got our school's name and the order cart. We can easily see what items we've placed in there. We can see the price point. We can see the quantity and the estimated subtotal of the item price. I do want to let you guys know that this is an estimation and they are subject to change. And we do not estimate any sort of shipping or handling. That's all going to be handled by Jennifer Gettings. Okay, so this is again, just an easy way for you to look and see exactly what items you guys are going to be putting into the cart and submitting in your order. Okay, if we wanted to edit the apprentice wristband total, what we can do is we can choose from the 2 different edit buttons. You will have one at the top and one at the bottom. It doesn't matter which one you choose because as you can see, they're kind of linked. They're going to change at the same time. When they turn green, that means that you are in edit mode. And as you can see, our little input areas are white, which is going to allow you to change any field on any of the items. So you can have as many items in the cart as you would like. If you guys want to order a whole bunch of trophies at one time for all the different levels, you would have as many trophy items that you put in here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to change the apprentice wristband total from 300 to 500. Now, if that's correct and we don't want to make any other changes to any other items, you can just hit the green checkbox. And once that's done, it will update. Okay. Yeah, so what's also really great is that once it is saved, your price, of course, is going to change, the subtotal changed. And as some of you may know, when you order in bulk for wristbands, you do get a price decrease as a, oh gosh, thank you, it's a discount. Brain farted for a second, I apologize. And as you can see, that price went down. So when you guys hit those mile markers for those quantities, they will reflect here, okay? So again, these will be as accurate as we can make them item totals, okay? Down here at the very bottom, you are of course going to have your product total as well. And again, I can't stress this enough that these are only for the items in the cart, not going to include any sort of shipping and handling. And the musical ladder portal does not hold on to any of your school's financial information. Again, that's all going to be handled through Jennifer Gettings, okay? That's really it. If you wanted to add more items, oh, excuse me, I apologize. You can delete an item as well. If you didn't want to order Songbird trophies, you could hit the delete button here, the little trash can. It's going to be red on every item that you have. You would just simply click that, click OK, and it's of course going to then remove that item from your cart. We have a question. Shout out to so yes, so as you can see, our trophy left there. So if we wanted to add another item, so from here, instead of having to go all the way up to orders and choose order items again, you can hit this continue ordering button. It's going to take you right back to where we were, and you can of course start entering in new items. The last thing that we're going to show you, of course, is your order history. So as you make orders through the system, our system will of course hold those off so that you can see all of your individual order details. Okay, so we were testing the system as you can see here for June, but we do have some older orders as well from January and May. So if you guys like to make one order for a quarter, or if you want to make one order a month, you guys will easily be able to find those here in your order history. And of course, they will be split out by the month and the year. Okay, so if we wanted to take a look back at our May order where we ordered 5 different items, all that we have to do is click View Order Details. And what this is going to do is it's going to bring up a very easy to read table of everything that you ordered in that order. Okay, so as you can see, we ordered some songbird wristbands, musician wristbands, rock star wristbands, some songbird trophies, and an artist trophy. Let's see here. Okay, yes. So another thing too is that order history will only, again, show up for orders made through the musical ladder ordering area here. This will not reflect any orders that you submit straight to Jennifer Gettings. That will not be shown here. This is only for orders that are made through the system. So we definitely urge everyone to use this ordering system. We made it very comprehensive and very easy to navigate. If you have questions at all about anything, we can always, answer those questions. But yes, can we keep the sample screen expanded? Sample screen. I'm confused as to what you mean by sample screen, Nancy. Could you explain that one to me or expound on that? Is the screen share not on?
If you're seeing gallery view, I think that's on your machine, Nancy.
Right.
I think you need to go into full screen mode. Do you see how to do that, Nancy? There's like a little square. Instead of gallery view, you kind of hover over it and it'll be like a weird dashy square looking thing. And if you click that, it should expand the screen and get you out of gallery view.
Jen, you're the host. I can't unmute her. Can you guys unmute Nancy? I think
You guys should be able to unmute yourself. Let's unmute you.
I'm trying.
Sorry, Nancy.
Nancy, can you tell us?
A minute ago, the screen was filling up my whole screen, and then it went back to gallery view. So
that's not us.
Yeah, that's going to be a setting on yours, Nancy. Did you by chance minimize your screen on accident?
No, I didn't touch it. So it says it's on full screen. Sorry, guys. Keep going.
If for any reason, Nancy, that if you're having an issue, also we can go over this again with you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm good.
Okay, fantastic, great. So glad to hear that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and mute you back then, unless you muted yourself for me, which I think you did. Fantastic. Anyways, okay, so again, order details are only going to be available for orders made through the system. Okay, so again, you'll have this great, cute little view. You'll be able to see the estimated order total. Again, it will not reflect any sort of shipping and handling. And what's really cool is that you can export this to PDF. When you click that, it's going to prompt a download. I think I clicked it. It's going to prompt a download for you. We can go ahead and save that. And when you click and open it, you're again going to see a very brief explanation as to what this order held and what, again, its total. So you can always, of course, get back to a hard copy for your records, okay? It's always gonna be on the portal. It's always going to be available, but I understand that a lot of people want hard copies, so that's perfectly fine. You can always download this, okay? Last but not least, actually, I can't really think of any other order questions.
There is one other thing about orders. So go back to the view card.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, once you do make an order and you actually hit submit, that's going to lock the order. So when you place the order, if you need to edit it, that's at that point you need to email Jennifer Gettings and she can edit it. We've done that so that it kind of locks it down. She can see it. She can manipulate it. It's kind of like what y'all do when you email back and forth. But this, like I said, this is going to actually have you have history, allow you to see like previous orders. And then it's also going to allow Jennifer to run reports to help you with other information in the future as well. She will be able to still edit. And then when she finalizes it, that's it. Now, if you want to add new items that you forgot, simply open up another order and send one. It's totally fine. And then you could actually say in the notes, this is supposed to be on the other order so that you would save the shipping and handling, and she could order those two together that were within 2 days of each other. So that would still be considered technically 2 orders, but it could be 1 shipping plan. So you could just let her know this was supposed to be on yesterday's order. In fact, I think we've done some manipulation that you could even you could order something in the morning and then whoops, I forgot, and you could order something in the afternoon. But as Tiana said earlier, you don't have to hit submit for a few days if you want to just think about it, look at those projected tests, look at which kids or maybe some new students are coming in and you want to go ahead and order something for them. You can wait a week or 2 and then add those in there as well. And once you hit submit, like I said, it's closed. You can always add another order. If you need to remove something, that's a simple email to Jennifer Gettings or a phone call, and she can remove it on her end so that when you go into history, it will reflect correctly what she sent you.
And to expand on that as well, we did want to let you know, we kind of, it popped up and then left, but the school will receive an email letting you know that the order has been placed, because any director can make and change an order. So do be aware of that. But once an order is submitted, your school will receive a confirmation email, and then the email will be sent to Jennifer Gettings. So again, you won't actually have to email her and say, hey, look out for an order coming through the system. It's automatically going to email her, okay? And you will again receive a notice email to the school's email. So whatever email is associated with your school will receive a finalization email as well. And that's when you will know as a director that the order has been received and finalized by Jennifer Gettings, okay? So I did want to point out, I have to think of which one we changed as Jennifer. It wasn't this one, that was the one I just made. But if for any reason you contact Jennifer Gettings and want to make a change to an order, and she, as an admin, goes in and changes it, it's in one of these, bear with me as I find it, I apologize. You will actually have a notice, I believe maybe it's January. You'll have it, here it is. You'll have a notice here at the very bottom that says an order admin may have added or updated any items in this order. Basically what that means is that either you asked her to change an item, remove an item, or add an item. So as you can see, we do also request that a note be placed in it as well. So as you can see here, it says that an admin changed the total from 500 to 500, excuse me, but it was originally 300. This will update in your order history, all right? So as you guys can see, it's no longer 300, it is 500. So anytime that anybody makes a change to the order after you've submitted it, you will be able to see that inside your order history. I do believe that that is everything. Does anybody have any questions or any comments, anything like that? Please unmute yourself and ask questions. Okay, Marty.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. We'll do another update in a few weeks. They're working hard. Continue to send your feedback to the office. And Jennifer, Tatiana, we appreciate it. We will send the replay of this recording. And glad schools are reopening. Ours is reopened. We're adding new students each day. The Hope wristbands discontinued June 30th, so please be cognizant of that. But let's get those ladder tests rocking. The school's reopened, and thanks everybody for a good session. Thank you.